Hey, Next 50, Coach Valerie here. Hashtag Pajama Jam. I have a level 1 workout for you. This is an endurance round, and it's called a repeater because we basically just have 6 exercises, and we're going to be repeating them as many times as we can. So for you, we're going to really stop here in the video at 2 rounds. But for you, you need to try to go 3 rounds, 4 rounds. See how many of these you can actually do. They're not difficult movements. They can be a little bit challenging as you progress, and that's where the endurance factor comes in. You're only going to need a band here for your mobility workout, and then a set of dumbbells. I've just got my little 4-pounders here. So we're going to start out first with a nice repeating warm-up set. They're going to go into our flexibility, and then we're going to start that exercise routine itself. So let's go ahead and start with a warm-up. Sit up nice and tall. And I'm going to start the clock. Here it goes. We are jogging in place. So as always, I'm sitting on the edge of my seat. I'm sitting up very tall. And my hands are lightly touching that rib cage. You got full range of motion on those elbows. My feet are lightly touching the floor. Do not slam your heels. Do not slam your toes. I always say it's like jogging like a ninja or moving around like a little cat. Nice and quiet, soft-footed. And as always, of course, you just want to breathe. Inhale deeply, exhale completely. You got 15 seconds. We're going to pick up one of our weights and do an around the world. Again, just going to be one weight. So you're going to open up those legs. I got 2-finger holds here. My elbows are up. I'm going to lean forward past this and then sit up straight again. So forward and straight. Forward and straight. There will be a 30-second split on direction here. So try to keep your chest and chin in that upright position. Try not to bend down. Don't look down. There's no reason to be looking down. Sit up tall. Get those elbows up. We're almost at the switch, and it's right there. So now that switch, you're just moving in the other direction. Lean forward, sit up. Lean forward, sit up. Get those hands up. About 15 seconds, we're going to go right back into our jog. We're going to get that heart pumping for this endurance round. And right there, drop that down, and we are jogging. Again, big range of motion. Touching the floor lightly. Breathe. Really touch that rib cage. Don't pretend to touch the rib cage. Do not drop the hands down here. Keep them up. They always stay above the waistline. They're always forward and back, like you're chopping or slicing the air. So we get a halo coming up, which means you're going to grab that one weight again. And that halo is a sitting abdominal. So we're working that nice core, getting it tight. Almost there. Right there, pick up that weight, open up those legs again, pull the weight out here in front of you. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're going in the same direction. I want to inhale, big diaphragmatic breath. Exhale, push my navel back into my spine, but keeping that weight out there in front of those knees. Do not bring that weight in close to the body. Really exaggerate this movement. Squeeze your gut as tight as you can. And we're going to switch directions. So again, we've moved directions here. Abdominal bracing is what you do in sit-ups. Sitting up versions or standing versions of sit-ups are much better for the back. You're reducing the impact on the vertebra. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Woo! And right there, back to our jog. Big movements. Sit up tall, always lifting up that chest, keeping that chin parallel with the earth. So I'm in a sumo, and we do those all the time, but I have an added element. So we're going to call it a sumo jump, which is pretty much what it sounds like. It is 2 different movements. It's going to be our sumo high pull from the floor up there to that collarbone. But then when we get up there, we're going to jump those knees up, way up to that chest level. Almost there. So we're going to be using one weight for this. Right there, grab that weight. 2-finger hold on those heads. Elbows are out, palms are down. Wide legs. Down, up, jump. Down, up, jump. These are 2 different movements. If you feel like you want to up your game, you can actually jump and lift simultaneously. Keep your chest upright. Make sure you don't roll backwards. Or again, you can just keep this as 2 movements. Both of them are correct. Remember, you always have options. Get that big jump going. Or get that 2-part. 2 parts always make you think a little bit because you have that little tiny pause to get that brain gym going. High elbows. Remember, that stays right there at that collarbone. Woo, right there, back to our jog. Woo, big movements. Always sit up tall. Same way if you're walking, you want to stand up tall, keeping those shoulders parallel with the earth. Technique and breathing. Remember, your technique is lightly touching the floor, keeping those shoulders parallel with the earth, lightly touching that rib cage, and your breathing is synchronized with the movement. I'm going to go right back to wide legs here. Wide legs again, elbows out. We're going to be squeezing the scapula, lifting one, lifting the other. So we got a nice high knee with the scapula stretch. So really imagine you can touch your elbows behind your back. And those elbows are up there at shoulder level. I'm simply alternating this one-legged kick. I get it up as high as I can and squeeze. Don't pretend to squeeze, really squeeze. This is your workout. You're going to get out of this exactly what you put into it. So if you're going to take the low road here, you're not going to see a lot of benefit. If you start doing medium effort, you're going to see a medium output. Remember, all of our senior fitness should be a moderate intensity. That means that you should be pumping up. And right there, go ahead and shake that out. Let me go ahead and stop this clock for us. And we're going to go ahead and grab the exercise band and do some easy pass-throughs. So put this through like a bracelet, hold lightly, other side. And we're going to start in that down position, sit up tall, full extension, lift it up. See if you can pass it back, drop it down, relax. Again, full extension. Pass it all the way through. Always relax. Do not stay with the arms out all the time. Most exercise has that very dynamic movement and then the passive movement. Also, it's called hard and soft, so that's the hard movement. There's the soft movement. Remember, if you have shoulder issues, Lift up this band as high as you can, and then squeeze your shoulder blades. Manually pull those blades back like they could touch, and then you go into your passive and shake that out. So again, as high as you can lift it, squeeze, 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 squeeze those blades, and then relax and shake it out. Last one. And then we have a three-way pull. So I'm gonna pull this band in, elbows in my waistline, right here at my shoulders. I'm gonna pull it as tight as I can. I don't want this any wider than my shoulders. So come straight out. Nice big inhale, knuckles are pointed forward. Exhale, pull. Feel that squeeze between the shoulder blades. Inhale, relax the hands, take it up 45 degrees. Exhale, pull. Inhale, relax, take it all the way up, lift it up. Exhale, pull. My knuckles are still pointing straight up towards the sky. Woo! Bring it back down to where we started. Big inhale. Pull. Inhale. 45 degrees. Exhale. Pull. Inhale straight up. Lift, lift, lift. Arms and ears. One more rotation. Pull. 45 degrees. Notice that hard and soft again. Then inhale soft as I transition. Exhale's hard. Woo! Right there, shake that out and go ahead and get rid of that band. All right, so we're gonna start our set here. Again, we are repeating this entire set. These are 1 minute exercises, 6 exercises, total 6 minutes straight. This is an endurance round. You're not drinking, taking a pause, and it's a short pause right there at the end, and then we're gonna repeat this a second time. Again, this is familiar territory. We're gonna start out with that sumo jump, which we're warmed up with. We're gonna be using 2 weights if we can. Those heads are touching, that weight is down. As a reminder, it's gonna be down, it's gonna be up, and it's gonna be a jump. With that said, let's go ahead and start that clock. You ready? On 3, 2, 1, sumo jump. Right here, inhale. Inhale, exhale. And remember, you can always up your game here and do that pull and jump simultaneously. But this is our first round. So go easy on your body. Repeaters are really good because they create muscle memory. So the second time this exercise comes around, your body's going to say, hey, I know what this is. I've already done this. I can speed it up a little bit. Or maybe not. So always consider that first round sort of a warm-up round. Keep those elbows jacked high, up there above the head. Woo! Put one weight down. We got a one-sided push press right here. Straight up and down. That's all it is. As always, I want to work like I'm in a very tight space. Which means that elbow is right next to my body, that arm and ear side by side. It's like that elbow is always pointing forward. I got my balance hand. Now you say, oh, why do I need a balance hand if I'm sitting in a chair? Remember, balance hand is all about stabilizing the shoulders, especially if I'm sitting down. So I want my shoulders to be parallel with the earth at all times. So I can either have my hand up for balance to keep those shoulders stable. I can actually rest it on my chest. The challenge is when we have a tendency to put it down, we have a tendency to slump and lean. Do not do that. That's why it's a good habit to keep it up or keep it rested. Now we're going to be switching to that other side, which always involves a toss and catch, hand-eye coordination. Or maybe foot coordination if you drop that weight. Woo, right there. Toss it, catch it. Other side. Get that balance hand out and push. Again, nice tight elbow. Notice I'm always holding the weight light, like I got that open grip. There's no reason to squeeze that weight tight. No reason to white knuckle that weight. A lot of weightlifting classes that I've attended to over the years and received my certifications and things like Olympic weightlifting and such, they always ask that you try to consider the weight as a raw egg, meaning that it's something that you hold lightly, not tightly. So we got 15 seconds to a jumping squat, and that will be using weights. So that means you're going to be picking up that other weight. Those legs are going wide. Right there. Wide legs. So jumping squat's very relaxed. Nice big inhale. Exhale, lift it up. So my elbows are bent. And I'm just lifting up just barely over the top of my head. I don't really need to lift higher. I also do not want to roll backwards. I want to try to keep that chest in that upright position. And then bring up those knees as high as possible. Inhale, exhale. Again, remember, this is kind of a warm-up round. When we start that second set, we're going to see if we can up our game a little bit. So right now, we're just getting all those muscles familiar with the moves. All right, we got a jack coming up. This is the weighted jack. Legs in. Those weights are here. We're going to open and close. Notice those elbows stay right there at shoulder level. Slightly touching my heels or my toes. People touch differently, but you want to touch wide. Out and in. Open and close. Notice too how my elbows always come back that waistline. Again, that's a protective position for those shoulders. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So we got a ski jump coming up in 20 seconds. We can put the weights down for the ski jump. Almost there. And right there, put those weights down. Feet on one side, hands on the other, elbows up at shoulder level. Simply switching sides. Feet on one side, hands on the other. Sit up tall, keep the chest high. I'm still doing my 2-2 breath. That means 2 short inhales and 2 short exhales. So we are halfway to our break. Once again, it's going to be a short pause, guys. It's only going to be 30 seconds. So you're going to take a sip, take a sip. Don't take a guzzle of your electrolyte. Woo! Right there, guys. I'm going to go ahead and reset that clock. Again, take your sip of your electrolyte. We got 30 seconds on the clock. This is not a long time. And we're going to repeat that entire set. We know what we're doing. We've just done it, the exact same exercises, so we should be able to speed it up a little bit. We're going to be starting with that sumo jump, and here it comes. 2, 1, down it up. Let's see if we can up that game a little bit. pull, and jump at the same time. So let's say you can't go that fast. Maybe you can do it like once or twice. So let's say you got your pull and your jump, pull and jump. Maybe do it a third time, pull and jump. Do that big one. Oh, maybe do it twice. Woo! And then say that's enough. And then go back to that pull and jump. So always break it up. Find something that you can do. Don't just look at it and say, oh, I can't do that. Don't sell yourself short. Next 50, you've made it this far in life. You are stronger than you think you are. We just have to challenge ourselves. All right, here comes that push press. Again, my feet are a nice close distance. Shoulder tight. And I'm going to move a little bit faster. Again, I'm very familiar with the movement. Got that balance hand up there to keep those shoulders parallel with the earth. This elbow's tight, always right there next to my rib cage when it comes down, and then straight up, and arm and ear side by side. Again, you know, you can kind of go slow here. 1, 2, 3, and then knock out 3 fast ones. 1, 2, 3, and then take it back down to your slow ones again. Mix it up, play with it. You know your body better than anybody else. You've been living in your body your entire life, so you're very familiar with this territory. But don't fall back to that comfort zone. Challenge yourself. Moderate intensity. Here comes that toss and catch. Woo! Here we go. Sit up tall. And again. I'm just breathing deep and slow. My feet are flat on the floor. Those knees have got that 1 dumbbell distance apart. Sitting up very tall. Balance hand is up, and that balance hand should be a little bit tired because that was the one that was working last time. Again, if I need to, I can slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, and then speed it up. Mix that up any way that you feel comfortable. We got that jumping squat coming up. Let's back those wide legs, both weights again. Woo, right there, wide legs. Those weights are nice and comfy. Here we go, down and up. Again, I can do this slowly. Or I can speed this up. One of the reasons why those elbows are bent, I can even get fun in throwing that tricep extension. Boom, talk about balance. Really engage that core. That tricep extension, those arms and ears are side by side, and I'm reaching those weights down, close to my shoulder blade. All right, again, just keep it nice and easy. I can even lift it up right here if I have shoulder issues. Still down and up, even if I have shoulder issues, it's still the same movement. Modify, modify, modify. That weighted jack is coming up. Woo, right there, bring it all back in. Elbows closed, here we go. Open and close. Think of these as like speed jacks. Pick up your pace. Moderate intensity next 50. You want senior fitness to be work? You really want to get strong and healthy in the next 50 years of your life? You've got to hit moderate intensity. Remember, moderate intensity. That means I'm breathing hard. I cannot finish a complete sentence unless I stop and take a breath. I need to be warm or sweating, and that heart needs to be pounding. And as always, I can slow this down, jump, jump 3 times, do 3 speed jacks, 1, 2, 3, and slow back down again. Always challenge yourself, see what you can do. You may surprise yourself. Woo, skate jump, put those down. Feet on one side, hands on the other. Let's pick this up, here we go. Opposite sides. And like with all things, I can slow this down. 1, 2, 3, and speed it up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Speed it up. 1, 2, and 3. Get that heart rate up. Chest is tall. Stay with me. This is the last one. Unless you're going to continue. Remember, if you continue this endurance round, and this is only 2 sets, you want to continue the 3rd and the 4th. And for your 30-second pause, take a little sip. Rewind this. Woo, right there, back to that starting point. And try to do it a 3rd time, 4th time, 5th time. See how long you can actually do this entire set. If you're stopping here, and if you do finish like a 3rd set or a 4th set or more, do your recovery at the end. Recovery is only done once. Everything else can be repeated. So for our recovery, we're going to open up, do a gentle twist. Those hands are right there at collarbone, those elbows up. Big inhale, turn. Exhale, turn and look. Hold it, hold it, hold it for the exhale as you're squeezing the belly. Inhale, switch sides. Now turning and looking means that you're actually looking back there at that elbow. You're using your eye muscles. You're not looking all the way around the room. Inhale, turn. Exhale, hold it, hold it, hold it. Inhale, turn. Exhale, hold it, hold it, hold it. Inhale, turn. Exhale, hold it, hold it, hold it. And we're going to come back to center. Stretch that out, even the body out. We get a nice little yoga cat stretch here. So I'm going to put those hands on those knees. This is going to be my cat's claws. For right now, they're relaxed. I'm going to inhale, pull my chest and chin all the way forward. Then my cat's claws are going to dig into those knees, and that chin goes to my chest, and I'm squeezing as far back as I can. From the side, I got a big inhale. Hold on. Push back. Inhale. As low as you can. Exhale. Hold on. Squeeze, squeeze. Such a great full spinal extension. Squeeze it back. And right there. Let's do our sides. Big inhale. Pull. Remember, we just did this 2 times. Go back, do this a 3rd time, do it a 4th time. Really challenge yourself next 50. And with that said, we are finished up here. You guys have a fabulous day. And as always, and of course, until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and whole.